Welcome back everyone. I wanted to go ahead and hit on a couple of reasons as to why the iPhone XS Max may actually be a better deal for some people than the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now this was a tough one because there were very few reasons why the XS Max was better than the 12 Pro Max. And if I'm being completely honest, obviously if you have all the money in the world, please pick up an iPhone 12 Pro Max. That is going to be the better phone out of these two, but there's still a lot of advantages for picking up the XS Max now, even in the later part of 2020, and even after these new iPhones came out. And the very first reason, as you may have guessed it, is the price tag. The iPhone 12 Pro Max cost $1,099 to pick up brand new for that base model, but honestly, even if you wanted to buy that top tier XS Max with 512 gigabytes of storage, you can really get that for less than the base price of the 12 Pro Max. I mean, even the base model XS Max is going for less than $500 in a lot of places. The 12 Pro Max, on the other hand, $1,099 for the base model. It's max spec'd out, I think it's over $1,300. So that's a lot of money to pay for a phone. Again, if you have the money, then go for it. But the XS Max, there's no beating that price tag. And when you're feeling both in the hand, to some people, this may even be another pro for the XS Max. It may actually feel better in the hand than the 12 Pro Max, mostly because of, first of all, the curved side versus the flat side. The flat side, I think, may look better, but the XS Max curved side actually, feels a little bit better in the hand to hold. And because it's smaller, it may be a little bit easier to hold as well overall. So that's another pretty big thing to keep in mind. Again, to each their own, but if I were you, the XS Max actually feels a little bit easier to hold in the hand than the iPhone 12 Pro Max in my opinion. Now the next thing is the repairability of the iPhone XS Max. The cost to repair the iPhone 12 Pro Max is pretty expensive, but when you also add the fact that it really isn't easy to repair yourself, and on top of that, you can't even repair some things because of software limitations, that's a pretty big deal in my opinion. And with the iPhone XS Max, you can repair a lot of this phone. I've bought XSs and XS Maxes with repaired screens, with repaired other parts as well, and it's still fully functional. Yeah, the screen may not be as good as OEM, but it's still extremely good for the most part. And that's another really big advantage that you have with going for a used older iPhone. These newer ones, it's just harder to repair certain things of it, and it really does suck if I'm being completely honest. But with the iPhone XS Max, you don't really have to go through, that sucky phase of going through that, if I'm being honest. So that's another huge advantage for the iPhone XS Max. Now the last thing, which this is kind of like a stretch, but it's the only thing else I could come up with, the cheaper accessories. With the 12 Pro Max, everything with the cases, screen protectors, all that stuff, it's going to cost more because it is the newer device. But with the XS Max, not only is the price tag cheaper, but the cost of these accessories are also much cheaper for the XS Max as well. So like I said before, that's another huge advantage for this phone. And if I were you, that would be one reason why I would end up picking out the older phone, is because the phone is less expensive, but also the accessories, cases, screen protectors, whatever else is cheaper for the iPhone XS Max than on the iPhone 12 Pro Max as well. So that's another quick little thing as well. But like I said before, there's a lot of similarities. Both have OLED screens. Both are going to be supported with iOS for an extremely long amount of time. Both support wireless charging. Both have glass backs, even though the 12 Pro Max is better. And one doesn't really feel way less premium than the other one. It just so happens that the 12 Pro Max is the far better phone, but the XS Max is still an extremely good phone for a lot of people too. So that really pretty much covers it up for the most part. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section as well. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly, everything else, every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.